Good evening and welcome to Mystery Card Class. I hope you've had a chance to gather your supplies that I've listed so that you can participate and follow the clues right along with me. I'm Nancy from YB Stamp and welcome. For those of you that have never been before, what I do is I walk you through one clue at a time and I do it right along with you so that you can see it. I do have some customers that just do better if they see it instead of just read the directions. So these are the supplies I had you gather. Cardstock 11 by 4 1/4. Cardstock 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. 7 1/4 by 4 1/4, and one that's 8 1/4 by 4 1/4. I also had you cut some designer series paper. I said it can be all the same, different, or a combination thereof. So there were 8 pieces of 5 by 4, 2 pieces of 1 1/2 by 4, and 1 piece of 2 1/8 by 4. Die cuts if you want to decorate the cover, adhesive of choice, trimmer, and embellishments if desired. So let's jump right into the clues and we will work right along with you. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy trimmer because you're going to need that, and get my pieces. So the first thing we're going to do is to score our 11 by 4 1/4 at 1/2 and 5 3/4. So I'm going to transition so you can see it. So I'm going to do 1/2, score, and 5 3/4. And score. All right, we're going to go back to clue 1 just so that you can see it. The next one is the 7 1/4 by 4 1/4. We're going to score that at 1 3/4 and 2. So here we go. 1 3/4, score, and 2. And then we're going to set that aside. Go back to the clues. The last piece, the 8 1/4 by 4 1/4, we're going to score at 2 3/8 and 7 3/4. So I'm going to find 2 and 1 2 3/8, and then 7 3/4. I'm going to have to open this up. 7 3/4 and score. Whoops, my little thing came off. All right, and that's it for the trimmer. Put that aside and let's go on to clue number 2. Clue number 2. So I had piece A, piece B, and piece C. So we're going to do the 5/8 or 1/2 inch strip of A right here. I'm going to get my bone folder and fold it up. Make sure my sides are even. And then to the 5 1/4 inch piece of strip B. So I'm going to adhere this to here. Now you could use regular Stampin' Seal, or you can use tear and tape. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal Plus because I want it to hold. And I'm going to kind of just fold it a little bit as I put it on that piece. You know, the black is kind of hard to see. I should have done a better color. All right. So now we have our piece that's been scored at 1 3/4 and 2 inches on the left, and then the one that's scored at 1/2 and what was it at? Now I don't know. I think it was 5 let me just cheat. 5 3/4. All right. So what I did was I adhered the 5/8 inch or 1/2 inch piece here to the long piece of the 7 1/2 inch right there. All right. My daughter says she can't see. All right, well, you can see now. Sorry about that. So I did flap this the other way, so it's almost like a Z, if you can see that. And it may be a little confusing. Sorry if it is. All right. Clue number 3. Adhere the 5-inch strip, 5/8 inch strip of piece C, not PC, piece C, to the edge of where A meets B. So I'm going to flip over to my desk, and I'm going to fold these pieces on the score lines. And when you do that, make sure that you're even on either side. And I want you to put it where A meets C. So I'm actually going to put my stamp and seal on the inside fold, so here, and I'm going to put it here, if that makes sense. I think that's where I want it. I don't know, I made this so many times, and then of course it never comes out the exact way you want it, but okay, I think we're good. All right. Chat, Carol. Made it late to the parting, nothing prepped. That's okay. This is probably something that's a lot easier to watch than and then do. I will have a PDF of this card. Well, it's not really a card, it's a project, on my website, so that you can download it and not have to worry about this. All right, I guess I stamped it a little, I glued it a little crooked after I told you to make sure everything was even. Famous last words, right? Sorry if there's a glare of this glass mat. I absolutely love this glass mat. It's free for anybody that signs up to be a demonstrator, even a hobby demonstrator, until the end of the month. All right, clue number 4. Get out the DSP. And we are going to glue, adhere, each of the 4 by 5 inch pieces to the 5 1/4 by 4 1/4 inch sections of this project. So as I showed you earlier, I have 2 different ones. Make sure that it goes so these are hearts, so I want the hearts to go the right way, so make sure it does this. So you can do them randomly, you can do them, I think I'm going to do every other, And I'm going to use regular Stampin' Seal on the back. Isn't this paper really pretty? I just love it. So this is the other side, which I hate to cover up, but you know, you can't use both sides at the same time. So this is the Most Adored Specialty Designer Series paper, and this is from the Celebration catalog. So for every $50 that you order, you can pick something free from this catalog. And if you order something through the end of February, and if you order something that's $100 or more, there are a couple of $100 items here, some dies and some stamp sets. I love this. Detailed Dogwood is one of my favorite. Anyway, but this is the paper that I'm using right now. So just randomly take your paper and adhere it. This is probably the most tedious part of the project, but I'll show you some more samples. Thankfully this can go in any different direction. Line them up. Oops, I didn't mean to use that. That's what I get for leaving the Stampin' Seal Plus out. I will put it over on the other side of my desk. Alright, make sure my hearts are going up. There we go. Alright, so there are 3 of the panels. And I got 3 more here. Let's see. I think I'll do it like this. One in the middle. I had a very, very, very busy day. For those of you that don't know, I'm a church administrator as my day job. And today we installed our pastor, and it was really a lot of fun, very meaningful, great presentations, but boy, is it a lot of work. It's worth it, don't get me wrong, but it was a lot of work. Alright, make sure I put these on correctly. It would be just like me to put them on upside down. So I saw when I was in Montreal last fall, or the fall before, I guess, it's been a while, somebody gave me this cute little thing, and I will show it to you in a bit. And I thought, oh, my stampers would love to make that. So, and I have 2 more pieces here and here. So this is your cover. So decide which you want on the cover and which you want on the back. Anyway, so I adapted it. I wish I knew the gal that gave it to me because she did a fabulous job on it. And center it. I just thought it would make a really good project. Because we all love making cards, but doing other paper crafting projects can be a lot of fun. Alright. Line it up. Alrighty. Phew. All 8 of them. Done. Alright, next clue. Adhere the 1.5 inch by 4 inch pieces to the left flap inside and out. Alright, so this is the left flap. I can speak. Flap inside and out. So I'm going to add some Stampin' Seal. I mean, whatever your adhesive of choice is, it doesn't really matter. I know a lot of stampers prefer the mono adhesive glue, and others swear by the Stampin' Seal Plus, and then there are those that love just tear and tape. So I think it's all just whatever you like, whatever you're the most comfortable with. There. Line this up. It's a little short. How did I do that? I don't know. I guess I need to, what is it? Measure twice, cut once. Alrighty. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting to change onto my screen. So I put it one on this flap and one here. And I don't know why that one was so short. I may end up changing that out. Oh, if I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Okay. Clue number 6. Adhere the 2 1/8 by 4 inch DSP to the outside right flap. So this is the outside of the right flap. All right. There we go. And this paper goes in all different directions, so it's kind of hard to decide which is up and which is down. Oh well. Okay. I still don't like that front piece. I'm going to change that. But let's finish what we're doing first. Okay. Clue number 7. Adhere right flap to on top and bottom to make a pocket. So this I'm going to use my tear and tape on. I'm going to just put a piece here and a piece here. Right on the edge. Tear it. So I think this tear and tape is actually left over from a paper pumpkin. For those of you that subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you know, save all your supplies and then you can use them randomly for projects like this. Peel it off. Get my fingers on it. Alright, and then adhere it. So it makes a little pocket. See? But I use the tear and tape because it's narrower than my Stampin' Seal Plus, and I really wanted it to stay down, so that's why I did that. Alrighty. Clue number 8. Embellish cover with die cuts and gems if desired. So, if you haven't figured it out yet, it's a little album. You could put photos in it. You could put memorabilia in it. But, so you have quite a few pages to put things on. And a little pocket to put some memorabilia or smaller pictures. So here's my cover, and I don't like that piece. So I will end up replacing that, but I have some die cuts that I've made, and these are from the Stippled Rose dies that I'm going to put on. And I have my little silicone mat so that I can use some of the glue without getting it all over my desk. So this is actually the mono adhesive glue. I just put it in a different container because I wanted it in a thinner, to come out thinner. So I'm just going to put a little drop on each one. Not that I have to, but I like it when it's kind of flush. A little bit on the stem. Flip it over. And I'm just going to stick it right in the middle. Whoops. It's sticking to me. Alright. I'm going to take a block and just put it on top of there while I put some glue on these little flowers. I thought about making the little flowers a different color, but everything's gold on this paper. So I thought I should stick with the gold. Alright, do you guys ever do that? Put your block or something heavy on it, even a punch? Alright, I'm going to take my little, these tweezers are from the embossing kit. I love them. I use them all the time. They don't stick on the glue. And then I can get it where I want it. Alright, I'm going to put this here. Yeah. The problem is there's just enough glue on my fingers that doesn't want to stick. There we go. I may have to use something else because it's giving me grief. Actually, I'm just going to put that block back on top of it. So it'll push down, and it usually dries pretty quick, but this cardstock's a little, because of it's shiny. Alright, now while that's sticking, I'm going to quick show you what I did. So here was the first one that I did. Photos with just some pool party DSP and white cardstock. And then the second one I did, I got a little daring, and I cut these flowers out of some DSP from Celebration last year. And just put those together. It's the Blackberry Bliss and Fresh Freesia. I put a little one here on the pocket. But you can see the inside. And then I did this one. I cut this out. Also, when I'm on Zoom meetings, I sit and I fussy cut. Anyway, so I used white cardstock as opposed to just another DSP. So you could write things in here too. And then I made this one the other day. I thought this would be cute. A couple friends of mine are quite the flower people, and I thought, you know, they could use this to put their flower pictures in. I thought that would be really cute. Alright, hopefully this is adhered. Not really. I'm going to let it dry while it's just sitting here. I have some of these sequins that I'm just going to put on the front. So, and I'm going to fix this. So when I post these pictures on my Facebook page, you'll see this. I'm going to cut another piece because that bothers me. I'm a Virgo. Anyway, so let's look for me. There I am. I hope that I've inspired you. I know it's a little different. It's not a card. I may have gone a little quick. Sorry about that. But I will post a PDF on my website, ybstamp.com, going under the blog. And you should find it first thing. It's not posted yet because I just did it. So I need to take a picture of it and post it. But it'll be there in the next hour or so. And then on my Facebook page, YB Stampin', if you post a picture of what you did, I love seeing it. Put it on the post that I put up about a half an hour ago, telling people that I'm on YouTube Live. And I am going to pick a random person that posted their picture, and I'm going to send you, I just had them, where'd they go? A pack of these. These are also in the Celebration catalog, and I have quite a few of them, so I'm going to pick a random person that posts their creation because I love seeing them. It just brings me joy. And you know, we all love joy. So next Sunday, same time, 7 p.m., Back to Basics. I show you some things you may have forgot, or things you didn't know, or if you're a beginner stamper, some tips and clues on how to do things and how to navigate stamping. So until then, I will see you next Sunday, and happy stamping.